Now let's go back to the day that is today, which is Heritage Day, and the Union buildings are awash with crowds of people dressed in their beautiful traditional attire. This year's theme is celebrating the legacy of Solomon Linda and South Africa's indigenous music. Now a carnival parade is currently underway, and we've got eNCA reporter Moloko Moloto who's following those festivities, and he joins us now. Moloko, thank you for finally coming to the Heritage Day party and wearing a piece of one of South Africa's many cultures. But we heard from the president a little bit earlier on about the significance of Heritage Day. And you've been speaking to people about the day and its importance, particularly when it comes to the theme of indigenous music. What are people saying about the significance of this day and keeping its relevance alive?
Well, Rofua, I can tell you that the majority, if not all the people who are here are quite excited. What is even more interesting is that many of the people who are here are young stars who seem to be embracing, and they definitely understand the significance of this particular day, the importance of taking pride in one's culture, one's language, and also just celebrating the music. But obviously, this particular day, you would understand that in the past 2 years, because of the restrictions as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, and the people who are here, we were just hearing from the Premier of Gauteng earlier, saying that ordinarily there has to be about 40,000 people or so who would have come to this event. The numbers are not really very great, but the fact for me is that young people in the main seem to be the ones who have come out in their large numbers. But let us speak to the Premier of Gauteng, Ntate David Makura. Sir, thank you so much for speaking to us. Maybe if you can tell us about the significance of this day, particularly at this point in time where the mood of South Africans is very low. There's load shedding, a whole lot of problems, joblessness. In that context, why is it still important for us to celebrate?
Thank you very much. Let me say to the people at home, Happy Heritage Day. For us in Gauteng, Heritage Day is a big day because it always goes with the Gauteng Heritage Carnival. And the carnival is normally huge. We haven't had the carnival since 2019. We normally get out into the streets of Tshwane between 20,000 people and 40,000 people. It's a great day. We bring people to showcase their diverse cultures. We bring the kids from our schools. We bring people from our communities, black and white, young and old. They come here with their traditional attire. Even on this day, we have many places where the small businesses are serving different traditional cuisine, South African cuisine. But we also don't only bring people from the different, we also have people joining from other provinces on the day, on Heritage Day, when we have a carnival in Gauteng. So 2 years since we had the last carnival, we are excited. But it's not only the carnival. This weekend is very busy in Gauteng. We celebrate our culture through music, through song and dance, through what we wear, to reaffirm our very being. Yes, you are right. There are a number of things that dampen the spirit, but the carnival brings into the Heritage Day also economic activity. When you see the young people, what they are wearing here was made by people in our townships. It generates income. The people who are here out, the small businesses who are selling. The day of the carnival is also the day that generates a lot of economic activity, generates income, and indeed that's what we would like. We would like a situation where culture, as we reaffirm our cultures, in this province we are a very diverse province from a cultural point of view. People are here also to showcase what they can do. There's talent there, but we also want to shift the mentality away from sitting there, not solving problems, expecting that everything will be solved just by the government. If you see the kind of activities that are here, we would like the Heritage Day to be the day that reaffirms our very being, our cultural identity, but also the fact that culture is also economics. In culture, in music, in clothes that people make and wear, and even in that is linked, our very being is linked to our generating livelihoods as well.
Yeah, you talk of Gauteng being the melting pot of all these diverse cultures. And as I was looking around here, the diversity from the ethnicity's point of view or ethnic point of view, you see a whole lot of people. It's colorful. But where are our white compatriots, Premier? Where are we failing?
Yeah, in this year's carnival, ordinarily when we do that 20,000, 40,000 carnival, we bring the fullness of our diversity on the streets. I checked this morning. It's not as diverse as we have had previously. We only have 6,000 people today out in the streets of Tshwane. It has to do with the fact that we wanted to bring a bit more people, but we recovered and we're just getting out of those restrictions. Yes, I normally would like to see the carnival the way it shows the fullness of our diversity in Gauteng. This year, it's not where we would like it to be. I think people are still recovering from what has been a very difficult period during the pandemic. But I hope in the following year we will see the return to the 30,000, 40,000 people in the streets of Tshwane.